Hey y'all, it's iFeigl for today's FLOWTOX. I guess this is technically the first FLOWTOX ever made. Just thought of it right now, here as I'm running. And pretty much, I think my intent of this little running vlog is to talk out a lot of the problems I see going on in, I guess, American culture and what's happening internationally. I don't have much of a perspective from outside of America, but I hope to maybe expand my viewpoints and I don't know, just I'd like to talk about everything that maybe isn't talked about or confronted, good or bad. So I think, you know, the good has to be reckoned with the bad. And, you know, they are two very competitive forces that had to be negotiated on a daily basis, inside of everyone and outside of everyone, in our environments and in our conscious and unconscious perspectives. So, stop right here at Troy and Elston here in Chicago, Illinois. Usually running around on the northwest side of Chicago, 60618. Albany Park, Irving Park, Logan Square, Roscoe Village. Mostly all the white neighborhoods of Chicago, unfortunately. Chicago, I feel like the public image of Chicago is very much that it is a violent city and that safety is scarce and that everyone's at risk. And true, I mean, we live in a metropolis of 7 million people, but it is not a violent city. It's a hurt city. It's a hurt city with trauma, especially for very specific portions of the city's population who live in who are traumatized themselves and whose neighborhoods have been completely ripped and shredded and reduced, with no investment happening, with, I don't know, the disparity is humongous in this city and in many cities in the north. After the Great Migration, after many black slaves were freed, and after Jim Crow, blacks decided to escape, hoping that they would be welcomed in northern cities who were ostensibly not racist. But cities like Chicago and Cleveland and Indianapolis and Milwaukee and Philadelphia, they redlined, and it was subtle racism that they used, could not be obviously implied from what they say they were trying to do. But what they really did was keep minority populations in certain areas to then disinvest anything in those neighborhoods as whites fled. And, you know, there's trauma. Black communities in the south and west sides of Chicago, they suffer from systemic racism. And they live in systems that have been intentionally set up against them. And quite well, I must say. The systems that are in place are quite tricky and quite powerful and affect millions of people's lives, all on the basis of the color of their skins and their supposed cultural differences. And I mean, there are, but you know, they've been othered from what, you know, many people, many conservative people see as what America should be. And it's not right. America is the melting pot. America is, you know, probably one of the most diverse and mixed cultures in, I don't know, in recent history. But there's been a deliberate push against that, obviously. When people say, you know, oh, America isn't a Christian country. Oh, America isn't white. But you know what? They tried to build it to be white. They tried to build it to be a Christian country. The forefathers never thought there would be another Abrahamic, wide-scale, you know, highly influential religion that would come into its scope. They had no idea. They had no idea of the technology that would come, that would create this global civilization that allow for all peoples of the world to travel in all places of the world. And I'm sure if they knew that, they would have built in discrimination. But they were cozy. They had the native populations seemingly under control. I don't know. The violence we see in Chicago and we hear about in Chicago, it is not a problem with a certain type of people. It is a problem with the system. And it is a built-in, systematic compromising of an entire people, of many peoples. And Chicago is a victim of that. Anyways, I'm not quite sure what the point of this first vlog was supposed to be. But I wanted to introduce myself here on FLOWTOX. That's FLOWTOX. I can be found on Twitter at I_Feigl. That's I_FEIGLE on Twitter. Anyways, who knows if I'll post this? I might not. I might do more, I might not. But it's good to talk. If you have any questions, ask me. I'll try to address them. I'll try to clarify myself, because I'd like to create more conversations on difficult topics and topics that are traumatic and painful for our culture that we don't seem to confront. So hit me up in the comments, hit me up on Twitter, and I'll try to be back at Feigl. Peace out.